the time is the right one, and we shall start.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody, both friends and colleagues and participants. My name is Vaira Vike-Freiberga. I'm a co-chair of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center, and we are very proud to announce today a very special event, a very extremely timely event and topical event, which is the presence of the President of Afghanistan, His Excellency Mohammed Ashraf Ghani, to give us a keynote address. The topic of a discussion today generally will be Afghanistan, the peace process, security situation and its impact on the broader region. And of course, the religious question remains an acute one as well. We all know that the decision by President Biden to withdraw US troops after a 20-year presence in Afghanistan is still in the news and has been confirmed. Yesterday, Wednesday, there was a meeting of ministers of defense of members of the NATO alliance, and they all agreed on a withdrawal of troops by September, together with the Americans in a progressive way. My country, Latvia, has been part, as many NATO members, of the operation called Resolute Support, which was involved in large measure with the presence of advisors and instructors and support for the forces of the government of Afghanistan to be able to take over control of their territory. Meanwhile, as those of you who have looked at the latest news have seen that BBC reporters, in talking to representatives of the Taliban, hear somewhat evasive answers on their part as to what their future plans are. We know that the US withdrawal was conditional on an agreement with the Taliban for them to peacefully participate in the reconstruction and the development of Afghanistan as a modern country. Nevertheless, we heard no later than this afternoon pronouncements of some representatives of the Taliban saying that they are engaged in a jihad, that their aim is nothing less but totalitarian theocracy, even if they do not use those words, because they're talking jihad, and that is a way of worship for them. So that it is all the more important, I think, for the friends, allies, and supporters of Afghanistan to have this opportunity to hear a keynote address from the president himself. But I pass, first of all, the floor to my co-chair, Dr. Ismail Serageldin, who, apart from being a founding member of the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, spent many years with the World Bank, and he will continue to give his introduction of our honored speaker, our keynote speaker for today. Ismail, are you ready to take over?
Let me just... Today we are going to have really lots of speakers. Yeah, Dr. Ismail, please, can you unmute yourself? And follow. Dr. Ismail.
Thank you very much, Robshan. Thank you, Madam Speaker, Madam President. It is a rare privilege for me to be able to introduce His Excellency Ashraf Ghani, President of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. He is a man of passion and compassion that I had the privilege to work with many years at the World Bank. I was then Vice President of the World Bank, and we embarked together on a new initiative that the World Bank had never broached before. The bank, which was created in 1944, was geared to handling reconstruction or development loans only in cases where stable governments were in place, such as the victors or the vanquished of the World War II. Other assistance was deemed humanitarian and outside of the bank's domain. But Ghani and a few others and myself, recognizing that many of the conflicts that had appeared towards the end of the last century were long duration conflicts, President Ghani and I and a few colleagues wanted the bank to play a role in assisting countries that had such internal conflicts to move towards peace and achieve active promotion of development projects. We called this post-conflict reconstruction, and it soon became an accepted form of World Bank assistance to some of the poorest and most war-torn countries in the world. Then we went our separate ways. I went to Egypt to launch the Library of Alexandria. And little did I know that my colleague, Ashraf Ghani, would put his own mettle to the test in his own country and at the highest level. But having worked with him closely in a number of cases, I admire his courage, I respect his integrity, and have the highest esteem for his political acumen. And I have the fullest confidence in his judgment, his insight in understanding complex situations, and in his determination to pursue the course that he deems right and that he deems best. So today is a very special day where we have the chance to listen to His Excellency President Ashraf Ghani speak at a crucial moment in the history of Afghanistan and of the region. His Excellency President Ashraf Ghani.